There's a spark of greatness in each of us. That spark is called personality. Individual gifts and talents provide the fuel to set that spark ablaze. Each child has the right to an education which values their personality and nurtures their talents, while teaching them to be respectful to their parents and their cultures.
What you see on this television station is governed by IRCA's Code of Practice for Content Regulation. The Code of Practice covers matters relating to program content that are of concern to the community, such as local content, news, current affairs, and programs for children, advertising, including political advertisements, and the responsibilities associated with broadcasting in the Bahamas. The code also covers aspects such as access services for the hearing and visually impaired, and the procedure for lodging a complaint about anything broadcasted by this television station. The code is available on IRCA's website at www.ircabahamas.bs. To receive a copy of the code by mail or in person, you may telephone IRCA at 242-393-0234. Family Island dialing is toll-free at 2.
You're watching the ZNS Network, the People's Station.
Coming up in the news, Grand Bahama residents expressing their thoughts on the government's acquisition of the International Bazaar property. Plus, Six Senses Resort receives the green light from the Department of Environmental Planning and Protection. And high praises for the National Breakfast Program and new uniforms for government students. We have the details. The Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition starts now.
This is the Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
It's a great idea. Excellent proposal, and I'm hoping to God that it comes to fruition.
Good evening and welcome to the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. I'm Ramiko Knowles. Thank you so much for tuning in. Topping the news tonight, the government's purchase of the International Bazaar and the Royal Oasis property could be the change to help propel Grand Bahama's economy forward. The announcement to acquire the once vibrant property and tourist attraction was made during the budget communication. Tonight, residents speak with our ZNS News team about how they feel about this purchase. Shalia Roll has tonight's top story.
A promise made and a promise kept to revitalize Grand Bahama, addressing legacy issues like the International Bazaar, the Royal Oasis Hotel and Casino, and the closure of a road near the property. The $30 million purchase by the government leaves residents excited about what's to come.
The properties will be demolished and beautified to make way for an amazing world-class tourist attraction.
It has been 2 decades since the closure of the Royal Oasis property, which also ultimately resulted in the downfall of the International Bazaar, a major shopping mecca and tourist attraction on Grand Bahama. Both properties played a major role during the island heydays, but fast forward to today, both dilapidated buildings are nothing more than an eyesore. During the 2024-2025 budget communication, the nation's leader Philip Davis and Minister for Grand Bahama announced his purchase by the government for $30 million, which will include the reopening of the West Sunrise Highway to accommodate the projected growth in tourism and economic activities. Residents in Grand Bahama share their views on the government's next steps.
Deal proposal, and I'm hoping to God that it comes to fruition.
I think it's an excellent idea. It will boost the economy of Grand Bahama.
It's a good thing because it was just sitting there doing nothing anyway. If they plan on actually really doing something with it, I'm all for it.
Anything different than seeing the bazaar the way it is a plus.
The creation of the new Afro-Caribbean marketplace is set to replace the historic International Bazaar. It promises not only to be a world-class tourist attraction, but also a vibrant hub for trade and cultural exchange. As many residents are positive about what's to come, some residents say that the money should be used elsewhere.
And spend $30 million on the bazaar, that needed elsewhere. That $30 million could go elsewhere.
The government has agreed to acquire the property that the International Bazaar and Royal Oasis Tower and Casino are situated on for less than $4 million. This transaction involving 14 property owners will lead to the demolition and beautification of the area, paving the way for the remarkable new attraction. And as conversations spark about the property, residents that were able to experience the magic of the bazaar reminisce on old times that they hope to see again.
To work there. It used to be the glory days, and it still could come back. Now they're breaking it down, fixing it up. Yes, it could come back again. You just have to faith and patience, and everything will work out for good.
Bazaar has a lot of history. We had a lot of stores. I think everyone in the early 80s grew up right at the International Bazaar.
Now, many residents say that fellow Bahamians should be patient in the changes that are underway to the International Bazaar. This, as they say, the hope is being restored for the economy in Grand Bahama. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Shalia Rule.
Well, from investment to education, could the National Breakfast Program be expanding? During a 2024 budget communication, Minister of Education, Technical and Vocational Training, the Honorable Glennis Hannah Martin, had nothing but high praise for how the program has helped a vast amount of students around the country. With that success in mind, it led to a special announcement in the House of Assembly. Shane Stubbs has more in this report.
You know, this is the Prime Minister's baby.
Yes.
And he's very proud of it, and so am I.
The National Breakfast Program has received rave reviews ever since launching back in October 2023. Now, thanks to the success it's had on islands such as New Providence, Grand Bahama, Abaco, Exuma, and Cat Island, Minister of Education, Technical and Vocational Training, the Honorable Glennis Hannah Martin, had this major announcement that is expected to benefit students nationwide.
For the 2024-2025 school year, the National School Breakfast Pilot Program is expanding to all primary schools across our family islands, including pre-primary and all-age or comprehensive schools.
With accounts of advanced classroom engagement and energy levels throughout the day, the minister says the program has aided on the attendance front, something the ministry has been fighting to improve since 2021.
In April 24, the program expanded to 5 additional primary schools. So as of May, the program impacted 13 primary schools, approximately 4,300 students, and served 135,000 hot breakfasts.
Now, Holmesrock Primary down at 8 Mile Rock and Cherokee Primary over in Abaco are two of the schools in the Northern Bahamas benefiting from this program, where attendance and classroom engagement has reportedly increased remarkably.
Adding that the research is there to support why this kind of program is so beneficial, the minister looks forward to seeing the continued success on every island.
We're not the only country. I would just read, someone sent me an article in the United Kingdom. They're doing lunch programs and breakfast programs. But the research is clear on the impact of these kinds of programs to students, showing a strong correlation with increased attendance and higher student performance.
The program continues to provide nutritious options for students each day, ensuring students receive a balanced meal. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Shane Stubb.
Meanwhile, the minister also discussing plans to revamp school uniforms around the country. With a committee in place, the goal is to make sure students are a lot more comfortable, especially during the hotter months of the year.
We expect their work to be completed expeditiously so as to allow sufficient time and preparation for the new proposed designs and consultation with parents and all stakeholders. So the heavy uniform, the tie and all that stuff, we're going to, in the hot temperatures, bring it down so that children are able to engage better in the classroom.
In that same light, the minister says they do intend to address the need to ensure every classroom around the country is outfitted to provide cooler conditions.
I want to begin consultations with the Minister of Energy and the Ministry of Finance to see how we can procure cost-efficient solutions for cooling classrooms nationwide during summer months. So that discussion will be had. It's a lot of classrooms. So we have to find a cost-efficient way to deal with it. I think this year it's likely school will open later, and that might be a strategy, but with climate change, we don't know what we're gonna see.
On to some sad news. In under a month, Grand Bahama has witnessed 3 tragic water-related incidents, all resulting in death. The latest occurred during the Labor Day holiday involving a young man on a jet ski. We have the details in this report. A rescue operation on Labor Day ending in tragedy for the family of a young man involved in a jet ski accident on Coral Beach. Reports indicate that around 5 p.m. on Friday, June 7th, police received a call about a 25-year-old male who had fallen off a jet ski after being struck by a wave.
The police were called, and the officers from the Marine Support Services as well as Defense Force officers conducted search of the waters and were unable to locate him.
The victim's aunt, Erica Russell, describing the moment she received the call that her nephew was missing.
We were all gathered at the home having a little grill out, and I had just arrived, and I would have gotten the call like half an hour into being there. And so we immediately came down, and when we came down, they said they have the jet ski, but they were unable to find him.
Search efforts continued the following morning. Authorities received a call from Captain William Gardner stating that he had found the body of the male floating east on Coral Beach.
So we went over to him, picked him up, put him on the boat, went back to the beach where his old lady was with, and we told him that we found him.
Despite his good intention to search for the body, when discovered, he found himself unprepared for the sight that awaited him.
He was humped over in the water, his hands down, with a jet ski keys in his hand. He had the keys in his hand, one of his shoes was missing, he had a white shirt and a pink pants on. When you put him up and turn him over, the salty started decaying his skin. So he was started getting loose in his skin off his hand and stuff. And I had a towel in the water, I put a towel over him, and his hand was done stiff.
When our ZNS News team arrived at the Lucaya Marina, the young man's body had already been taken away. Family members and close friends remained on the scene in complete shock.
Oh, Lord, give me the strength. Give me the strength. Oh, Lord.
Now, while police did not release the identity of the young man, family members identified him as 25-year-old Deshaun Russell. This incident marks the 3rd fatal water-related event in Grand Bahama in less than a month.
Along with Overdrive, the library is also introducing new ways to encourage students to read through voice operating exchange books and immersive reality books. According to chairman of the Sir Charles Haywood Library Board, it's been
You have enough things to worry about. Living in a world that can seem opposite of the things you are trying to accomplish.
I can need a little help with this one, sis.
We're here to let you know that you don't have to go at it alone. Choose peace of mind. Choose comfort. Choose CB. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
Mark it down in your calendar. June 13th, 14th, and 15th, it's Dolly Madison's store-wide Father's Day sale, where everything in the store will be 25% off. No red tags, no exclusions. Everything store-wide, 25% off. So you can get Dad exactly what he needs at the best price. Dolly Madison's store-wide Father's Day sale, June 13th through 15th. Spend $100 or more now through June 15th, and you could win a 50-inch TV with a theater sound system.
On June 16th, guests are invited to join for Sunday brunch at the Grand Ballroom of the Grand Lucayan Hotel for the Father's Day edition, celebrating all dads. Enjoy an exquisite full buffet and live entertainment. Tickets are on sale now at Lighthouse Point Lobby.
This Father's Day, let's celebrate Dad. Make him feel like the hero in your life by shopping with Bellevue Gifts. Lots of great gift ideas in stock, from wallets to pen sets, dominoes, backgammon, inspirational books, and fragrances. Happy Father's Day from Bellevue Gifts and Supplies.
Enter the Dress Your Dad competition June 3rd through 14th. Let us see how fast you can dress your dad. The competition date is June 22nd. Happy Father's Day from Esquire.
They're light, they're trendy, and they're comfortable. Get your Crocs. Now available at John West, Nassau, and Freeport. John West, let us put shoes on your feet.
Guess what? Budget Pest Control has something important to show you. Cop the termite's former Samus, the super termite. What makes them super? Their ferocious appetite can attack your home from below and above. They even attack forestry. But don't worry. Budget Pest Control has extensively studied this species on Grand Bahama. You can even check out our scientific paper. So you can count on us to protect your investment. Call Budget Pest Control, the termite specialist.
The Grand Bahama Port Authority Andre Rogers Junior National Baseball Championships are set for June 20th to the 23rd on Grand Bahama. Come support the next wave of Bahamian Major League prospects in 8 and under, 10 and under, 12 and under, and 14 and under at Amera Baseball Park. The Grand Bahama Port Authority Andre Rogers Baseball Nationals are back. Your #1 news team covering the North. The Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
Welcome back. The Ministry for Grand Bahama is excited to announce its 2024 Summer Youth Employment Program. This initiative aims to provide valuable work experience to young residents of Grand Bahama. To be eligible, applicants must be between the ages of 15 and 25 and must reside on the island. The program will run in 2 cohorts during July and August 2024.
Last year, we partnered with 139 entities throughout Grand Bahama Island to provide employment opportunities for over 400 high school and college students. I'm grateful to all of the businesses and organizations in Grand Bahama that partnered with us last year and look forward to your support again this year.
The dates for the application has not yet been released. However, interested persons are advised to stay tuned to the Ministry for Grand Bahama social media pages. In other news, the Sir Charles Hayward Library is creating a new way for students to fall in love with reading. As Matthew Martinborough reports, reading has never been more fun or easier. Here's that report.
Officials at the Sir Charles Hayward Library are looking to embrace the digital age with the incorporation of an online reference domain catering to everyone from adults to kids with the introduction of Overdrive.
Along with Overdrive, the library is also introducing new ways to encourage students to read through voice operating exchange books and immersive reality books. According to chairman of the Sir Charles Hayward Library Board, it's been a long time coming for the Sir Charles Hayward Library as they are embracing the digital age.
In July of 2013, 11 years ago, one of the main goals of the board was to digitize.
From voice operating exchange to immersive reality books, all of the new computerized initiatives have both children and adults alike excited. Administrators Shanrika Foston and principal of Martintown Primary School, Leslie Newton, are welcoming this new change.
I'm not a kid, but I got very excited when I saw what it was about.
These children are so excited about reading and coming to the library. Everyone needs to experience this.
University of the Bahamas campus librarian Juliet Glenn Callender notes with the library digitizing their content, it will now be accessible to everyone on the library's website whenever circumstances are out of the library's control.
It's a way of ensuring that whether there's COVID, there's a storm, whatever it is, we still have access to resources.
Now the library urges the public to invest in the provided memberships as it is the only way to access the new features on their website at www.sircharleshaywardlibrary.com. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Matthew Martinborough.
Thanks, Matthew. And that's a look at stories making news. Jay, we are hearing about some good news from Grand Bahama's sporting community.
Well, Ramiko, the Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture, announcing some major plans for sports in Grand Bahama. Don't go away. Sports is next, right after this break.
The Forever Flower Shop. Check out our new selection of artificial flowers and wreaths. Choose stems for your own projects or get a pre-made arrangement as a quick fix to a dull space. If you're a soon-to-be bride, inquire about bulk ordering for floral options that won't break the bank. It's all here at Island Bedding and Furniture, located at number 5 Queens Highway, across from Caribbean Veterinary.
Hungry? Save the day with this hack. The tastiest hack is no longer a secret. Order 2 medium one-topping pizzas from Pizza Hut Freeport for only $22. Enjoy Pizza Hut while spending less all the way to the crust. Visit us at the store, carry out, or delivery. 2 medium one-topping pizzas for only $22. Call us at 352-9191. Pizza Hut Freeport. Enjoy all the way to the crust. Pizza Hut Freeport.
Big savings and bigger prizes. Enjoy 20% off store-wide, June 10th through 15th at Esquire Freeport. Enter the raffle to win a Valeria cruise, $100 gift basket, or a tool set. Happy Father's Day from Esquire Men's Store.
Celebrate this year's graduates by shopping with Bellevue Gifts, where you will find an array of graduation decor, confetti, foil balloons, tumblers, greeting cards, and gift sets. Congratulations to our 2024 grads for the management of Bellevue Gifts and Supplies.
Throughout history, from bartering in ancient markets to the invention of paper currency, convenience has been at the heart of the way we pay. As time marched on, so have we, from barter to cash and cash to digital. Whether you pay with an online bank transfer, digital wallet, or contactless card, with digital payments, options abound. The world never stops evolving, and neither should you. Choose freedom, choose flexibility, choose convenience. The future of pay is digital. Visit us online at livedigitalbahamas.com and on social media.
Have the following supplies on hand at the start of the hurricane season. A minimum 3-day supply of water, which provides 1 gallon of water per person per day. Minimum 3-day supply of non-perishable food items. Flashlights and extra batteries. A battery-powered radio to receive broadcasts that will keep you informed of the storm. A first aid kit. A 7-day supply of any prescribed medication. Don't be caught off guard this hurricane season. Be prepared.
Good evening, ladies and gents. I'm Jay Philippe, and welcome to Sports. Well, first in sports, the Minister of Youth, Sports and Culture, the Honorable Mario Boleg, announcing some major plans for a new aquatic center right here on Grand Bahama.
In Grand Bahama, our mission is clear: to empower the island and establish it as a premier sporting hub. Yes. And through a significant investment to start the project of $1 million, we are creating a world-class aquatic center with an international standardized pool and diving facility. Yes. This center won't just be a training ground for local athletes. The intent is to draw international competitors looking to elevate their aquatics programs. And Madam Speaker, shortly after this budget debate, myself and the Prime Minister and the Minister of Education and the Minister of Grand Bahama and the Member of Parliament for West End and Bimini will be breaking the ground for this swimming pool.
Next in sports, national team soccer player Giselle Lang is home training for the summer after her first year at Louisiana Christian University.
First, it was hard to adjust to the team because, you know, it's a different culture, so it's a cultural shock, but once I got to know everybody, it got much better. My play got much better once I got to know more people, and then I was able to play more in like off-season games. I was starting and stuff like that, but in season we had a different coach, so it was good though overall. We have a workout packet our coach gives us, so I'm training 5 times a week in the gym and on the field, and then just trying to make the fitness test, because if you don't make the fitness test, you don't play.
And last in sports, Jonquil Jones had a monster game for the Liberty as they defeated the Mystic 93-88. Jones finished with 29 points and 8 rebounds in the contest.
I just wanted to go as hard as possible for as long as possible and then trust my teammates coming in.
Ladies and gents, that is your quick check on sports. I'm Jay Philippe. As always, be blessed.
Thanks, Jay. Here's a check on your local weather forecast, sponsored by Royal Star Assurance.
Tonight's weather forecast is brought to you by Royal Star Assurance.
'Cause it's so beautiful.
And now it's time for your weekly Health is Wealth tip.
Do you know that if a person has HIV and takes their HIV medications regularly, they can live a long and healthy life? HIV medications reduce the virus level in the blood to undetectable levels, and this prevents the spread of HIV to other sexual partners. This is one way to prevent the spread of HIV. However, there are other ways to prevent HIV. Besides abstinence and the use of male and female condoms, HIV PrEP and PEP are two other ways to prevent the transmission of HIV. Hence, HIV is both preventable and treatable. I'm Dr. Norad Morgan. Schedule a consult today and learn how to preserve your health, as your health is your wealth.
Don't go away. Your Facebook friend of the night is up next.
We all need to save time, gas, and money. Shopping at Save More can help you do just that. Make us your first stop for all your prescription needs and medical supplies. Get all your health and beauty items at the same time. And don't miss our huge choice of snacks to satisfy your cravings. And the largest vitamin selection and over-the-counter relief products. Need diapers and other baby care items? First stop. The new section for makeovers, cosmetics, and beautiful jewelry will make you sparkle for that next special event. Save More Drugs, your more store.
The Ministry of Finance and the University of the Bahamas announced an exciting new program for the next generation of civil service leaders. This unique opportunity offers a monthly stipend, covers books and fees, and training under the finest public affairs instructors in the nation. Successful candidates will be offered a 2-year management level contract upon completion. Apply now for the National Public Scholars Program. Deadline June 30th.
The countdown is on for the best of the best concert weekend. Providenciales Turks and Caicos. Featuring some of the hottest entertainers from the Turks and Caicos and the Bahamas. Get your tickets now. General admission $75, VIP $150. And are available at Nell's Variety Store, Jason's Elite Sports Bar, Basic Essentials, and Hall's Express Gas Station. For sections, tables, and skyboxes, phone Jason at 231-0018. It's the best of the best. Concert weekend. Providenciales Turks and Caicos.
Welcome to Bellevue Business Depot, your ultimate destination for all your office and lifestyle needs. From top quality furniture to essential office supplies, copy paper, ink, and school essentials, we've got you covered. Visit our cafe for delicious coffee, Bahamian patties, hot dogs, nachos, and more. Our business center offers copies, emails, scans, prints, business cards, and even assistance with event programs and drawings. Trust our reliable Western Union service for sending money worldwide. Don't forget the balloons for that extra touch of magic for your celebration. Check out our range of printers and electronics for all your tech needs. Visit Bellevue Business Depot today, your one-stop shop for all your needs and more. Open Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Bellevue Business Depot, where convenience meets quality.
Here at Freeport Decorators, we have hundreds of products for you to choose from. Whether you're in the market for trophies, plaques, rubber stamps, corporate signs, any kind of interior signage, stamps, or seals, we're your one-stop shop. We feature glass, acrylic, crystal awards for every occasion. We build all the trophies here on site. Looking for a gift item? We feature pens, key rings, mugs, tumblers, barbecue tools, even bamboo cutting boards. Have something already? Bring it on down. Let us see if we can print that special something on it for you. Need a headstone? Memorialize the memory of your loved one with a beautifully lasered granite marker. Our store hours are Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. We focus on customization. So if you have an idea or a new concept, bring it on down or call us at 352-5557 or even WhatsApp your idea to us at 646-0777 and we will do our best to make your awards and recognition ideas a reality.
Pauline Burrows, you are our Facebook friend of the day. We also want to wish you a special happy birthday from the team here in the North. And that's going to do it for us here. I'm Ramiko Knowles. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to stay tuned. The Bahamas Tonight is coming your way next.
Coming up in the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report, a new energy era ushered in. Find out the government's plan to deliver on its promise to provide a cleaner, more efficient, and cost-effective energy. Hear why some public school parents, guardians, and business owners have the education minister concerned. Plus, a North Andros woman jailed and her mother freed in the face of serious charges. And in sports, baseball nationals wrap up with a thriller. The Bahamas Tonight, the National Report, starts now.
ZNS News is brought to you by the new BTC. Fiber is here. Faster, stronger, more reliable. Together, we are unstoppable. Switch today.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Akush Lopinder, and welcome to the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report. Thanks for tuning in. The Davis administration today laying out comprehensive plans for how it intends to reform the country's energy sector. Corvell Python reports tonight on what this will mean for BPL, its employees, and the country.
Prime Minister Davis touts his administration's energy plans as a big and ambitious agenda of reform and investment. At an event Monday morning outside his Cable Beach offices, Mr. Davis again stressed that the country's energy infrastructure is in critical condition, almost on the brink of collapse. These new reforms sets it on the right course.
For the first time, utility-scale solar power in New Providence, 70 megawatts of solar power, and 35 megawatts of battery energy storage systems will be integrated into the grid. Solar power throughout our family islands, where new hybrid microgrids will incorporate solar power and natural gas, allowing us to eliminate expensive BPL rentals, replace aging generation units, and establish battery storage systems.
In all, 5 new reforms announced by the administration to vastly improve the country's energy sector. The first is addressing energy production on the family islands. This follows up on the government's move late last year to start the bidding process for companies interested in constructing power grids on several family islands. Energy Minister JoBeth Colby Davis announcing that several companies have been chosen to carry out these projects on Abaco, Andros, Exuma, Long Island, San Salvador, and the Berry Island.
I'm very proud with our solar solutions for New Providence and the Family Islands that all successful bidders had at least 50% Bahamian ownership, and many were in fact 100% Bahamian owned.
Other reforms include solar power in New Providence, modern grid and technology upgrades, liquid natural gas implementation on New Providence, and a new equity rate adjustment set to take effect as early as next month. The union representing BPL workers has long been on the fence about these proposed changes, fearing they might potentially lead to job losses. However, this assurance from Minister Colby Davis may provide some temporary comfort.
I wish to categorically state that there will be no layoffs because of the partnership. There's no intention to offer voluntary separation program, and current industrial agreements will not be impacted.
The government expects ground to be broken on those Family Island microgrids before the end of the year. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Corvell Pyfrom.
Well, it seems the Bahamas Electrical Workers Union is not sold on these new reforms and what the government proposes for BPL. Union President Kyle Wilson listening closely at this morning's event and then telling reporters there's been no consultation with his organization.
Like I said, it's hard to speak for people that you've never spoken to, and we have nothing in absolute black and white to confirm this, so it's hard for me to go to them and tell them something that I don't have black and white confirmation of, and so that's my difficulty.
In news of another kind, a series of purported voice notes alleging serious allegations against some unnamed senior members of the government, prompting the Progressive Liberal Party to release a statement over the weekend denouncing such behavior and threatening legal action. The party's statement said, in part, given the advances in technology, we anticipate that these levels of defamatory attacks will increase and worsen as we approach the general election. The statement concludes that the party will use every legal tool available and refer any social media attacks to the police. At the office of the Prime Minister this morning, Director of Communications there, Latrell Ramming, did not directly address any allegations, but too decried the practice of defamation.
As we head into the election season, this will be the office modus operandi. And so I'll say that a general warning to the public that you could expect this type of behavior to increase. You could expect people to be much more malicious. You could expect people to be much more defamatory. You expect people to be much more specific and vague in their nasty attacks. And that's how we treat it. And the truth of the matter is, I will say this, that I think the position of the government of Bahamas is when it comes to the reputations of the people who are civil servants or senior government officials, we will pursue all legal means in that recourse.
In news from the courts this evening, a wrong decision changes the course of an Andros entrepreneur's life for the next few years, as well as that of her mother and young child. Joining us in studio this evening is our LaDon Davis. With more, LaDon, what can you tell us?
Well, McCushla, it was a long day in court. In fact, 26-year-old mother and businesswoman Gladys Newton of Mastic Point, Andros, today sentenced to 7 years behind bars after pleading guilty to possession of an unlicensed firearm, ammunition, and dangerous drugs with the intent to supply. Prosecutor Lincoln McKenzie telling the court that around 9:30 on June 5th, Chief Superintendent Stiles and Assistant Superintendent Kay Russell executed a search warrant on Newton's home. Now, when officers entered one of the bedrooms and looked into the closet, they found a Jordan shoebox with a black pistol, the serial number erased, 8 live rounds of ammunition, along with 2 square tape packages police suspect is cocaine. Now, once taken into police custody, the defendant was asked if she owned the cocaine and firearm. She replied that her boyfriend placed the items in her room and told her to hold them, and she agreed. Defense attorney Mario Gray reasoned, though, that his client had no prior convictions, but was quite remorseful for being here and having her mother brought before the court. She, he said, did the honorable thing and took full responsibility for her actions and is not wasting the court's time with a lengthy trial. Now, McCushla Newton, the mother of a 4-year-old, resides with her mother and assists with bills and property maintenance. Gray contends, though, that this is a pure example of love and emotions and lends to the old saying that she was caught holding the bag. But though accepting of Newton's guilty plea, the court found the combination of drugs and firearms to be quite aggravating. Now, along with her 7-year imprisonment, Newton then fined $35,000 for the drug charge, which she has about 3 years to pay. Now, failure to do so could lead to about 2 additional years to her jail time. Now, McCushla, meantime, the charges against her mother, Pollyann Newton, were dropped.
Well, thanks, LaDon. Meantime, 2 high-powered weapons, along with a handgun and ammunition, seized by police following a pursuit on Sunday. Preliminary reports are that officers from the Southern Division were conducting routine saturation patrols on East Street and Fritz Lane shortly after 10 p.m. when they spotted a silver Japanese vehicle speeding. Now, officers attempted to stop the vehicle, however, the driver refused to. This led to police pursuing the vehicle into the Montel Heights area, where the vehicle crashed smashed into a wall on Ethel Street. The 3 occupants, ages 19, 17, and 16 years, attempted to escape but were apprehended and their weapons with ammunition confiscated following a search of the vehicle. Well, we can also tell you tonight, certainly not the ending. Family members of a man shot early this morning had hoped. Police confirming that the 19-year-old male victim, who was shot multiple times by an unknown man while walking south on Pinedale Road after midnight, died in hospital just before noon today. Police say they are aggressively investigating the incident and appeal to anyone who may have information regarding this incident to contact them at 911-919 or the Criminal Investigation Department, and that's at 502-9991 or 2 or 502-9975 or 6. And anonymous tips, we will remind you, are also welcome through Crime Stoppers at 328-TIPS, and that's 328-8477. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight. The national report still to come. Anti-corruption conference opens.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Full Call Smart Pass, the smart way to pay at the pump.
It has the looks, the style, the performance. Your new car is everything you always dreamed of. Now it's here. Commonwealth Bank was happy to help put you behind the wheel with a new car loan at a competitive rate and fast, friendly approval. It's a service that just comes naturally to us, just like how love of tradition comes naturally to you. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
It's so new. It's so radical. New, the Kentucky Pizza Sandwich. Crispy chicken topped with marinara sauce, mozzarella, and pepperoni. It's so new. It's so radical. Order your Pizza Sandwich now at kfcnassau.com. It's finger-licking good.
We all know that our country's electricity infrastructure is decades old. It is breaking down, it is too expensive, and it cannot transmit clean energy. Small changes aren't enough. We are taking it all on. Upgrading and modernizing the grid. Solar power, major energy reform. That's how we get to lower prices and more reliable electricity. It will not happen overnight, but it will be game-changing. A new energy era for the Bahamas.
Deglobalization and dismantled value chains threaten our future prosperity. Join us as we assemble at Global Africa's greatest gathering. To unify as a potent force, to respond to challenges from the global economic order, to create a paradigm shift that will empower close to 2 billion Africans worldwide to define their economic future. For the first time, Afrexim Bank is proud to host its annual meetings in the Caribbean from June 12th to 15th, incorporating the Afri-Caribbean Trade and Investment Forum 2024. Reserve your place alongside key decision makers in government and business as we deliberate on owning our destiny, economic prosperity, on the platform of Global Africa. Register now at aam2024.events. It's up to us to unleash Global Africa.
When we started Stormframe Windows in 1999, we wanted to fabricate an impact-rated product to compete with the Florida market, and we've done this. There's no fabricator or vendor from Florida that can do what we can in the Bahamas. Because we fabricate locally and we're a local-based company, we have the capability to provide better customer service than our competitors. With all the worldwide supply chain issues, we at Stormframe have improved our fabrication process and have invested in stock to be able to produce our orders in 4 weeks. We also keep in stock over 400 windows and doors at standard sizes for walk-in customers to purchase. Our professional sales staff is here to assist you with the complete purchase and installation. We also service and ship to the out islands.
Thank you for your support, Bahamas.
Thank you for your support, Bahamas.
Did you know you can pay your bills on the Cash and Go app?
For real?
Transfer funds internationally, right from the Cash and Go app.
See, Dad? I told you.
Did you know that you can apply for a loan right on the Cash and Go app?
No way!
Pay staff right from the Cash and Go app.
Well, Moto.
It's the app for me.
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 A decade ago, the Bahamas Striping Group of companies was birthed out of a passion to change the way we travel. From only a $5,000 grant, the tenacity and work ethic has propelled BSGC to one of the leading road management companies in the Caribbean. We pride ourselves on going the extra mile where others won't, through the use of our state-of-the-art equipment and our certified team. Although the success is commendable, the road has been long. Yet, the mission continues in striving to be a world-class organization ran by Bahamians for Bahamians. With the help of our experienced and hardworking team, we at the Bahamas Striping Group of companies are committed to making a difference, one road at a time.
Bank of the Bahamas understands that excellence in banking is not just a goal, but an unending journey. In just a few years, we have doubled the number of ATMs in our network. We've renovated facilities in Freeport and introduced new state-of-the-art premises in Nassau. Updated our website, making it easier for clients to stay in touch. And with our new mobile app, you can bank on the go 24/7. We've upgraded our cards to secure chip and contactless technology and introduced a chip and contactless debit card. And there's more to come, because excellence isn't about reaching a pinnacle. It's about cultivating a business that puts you at the center. BOB, your bank of solutions.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Bahamas Striping Group of Companies.
We shift our attention now to news from Parliament, where House members have wrapped up the third day of debate on the 2024-2025 budget. Taking the lead this morning, the Education Minister, whose focus was on proper compensation and support for teachers and meeting the changing needs of students in the classroom. Cleopatra Murphy has the details.
319 new teachers will be engaged by the Ministry of Education in the upcoming academic year. This is in the face of Minister of Education, Technical and Vocational Training, the Honourable Glenys Hanna-Martin, acknowledging on the floor of the House of Assembly that the public school system continues to face shortages in key areas like math, modern languages, and special education. According to the minister, another 14 teachers will complete their master's degree from Barry University in December, a partnership she says will help build capacity.
We're also in discussions with the University of the Bahamas on a possible partnership with teacher students who are currently pursuing the master's degree in reading. And we're seeing how we can partner with them so that we can create a cadre of teachers who can go into the field and pursue the important critical area of reading.
Add to that, 100 new aides will be hired to help teachers manage classrooms. When it comes to promotions, assessments of 97 teachers have been completed and recommendations made for the promotions of senior and master teachers. The Education Minister says they're also aiming to address acting appointments and promotions of school administrators, ensuring they no longer hold those posts more than a year.
It is expected that approximately 90 individuals will receive their substantive promotion letters before or during the first part of the 2024-2025 academic year.
Digital literacy also a concern in the upcoming academic year. Training will be available for teachers, but Hannah Martin says the ministry, partnering with BTC, will fully roll out the JUMP program to make internet more accessible to students from low-income households as a means to bolster academic success.
Through the first phase of JUMP, which is 2 years, 5,000 families will receive subsidized internet services with BTC and the government covering a portion of the monthly subscription fees, while families pay a nominal monthly fee. Through its partnership with Dell, BTC will provide without cost new Dell laptop computers to each family, along with a comprehensive 8-week digital skills training program. The training will cover not only the child, but the entire family.
A reported 35 children are already benefiting from the program, now in its pilot phase. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Cleopatra Murphy.
The Education Minister also expressing dismay over troubling trends threatening public school safety, one of them involving parents or guardians coming on school campuses to challenge staffers over a child's grades or behavior.
In several of these cases, SROs had to place parents under arrest for a variety of offenses, including threats of death, disorderly behavior, obscene language, and assault on the school campus. This precious space I talked about where we're trying to make sense for these children. Those parents were subsequently placed before the courts, as it should be known that the police will maintain a zero, and the ministry, tolerance approach for this threat to school safety.
Another concern, the issue of students milling around businesses, particularly barbershops. In fact, education officials have found that barbers have been giving haircuts, some barbers that is, have been giving haircuts to students during school hours.
SROs have warned these business owners and advised them that they are in breach of the Education Act, which could potentially constitute grounds for their business license to be revoked. So I wish to admonish all business owners not to provide any products or services to school students during school hours. You know what you're doing. And support us in our efforts to ensure that our nation's youth obtain their education.
Well, another regional meeting of the minds taking place here in the capital. The focus this time around on anti-corruption and integrity. Desmond Saunders joins us live from Paradise Island with this preview. Good evening, Desmond.
Well, a pleasant good evening, Makusla, and a pleasant good evening, Bahamas. I'm Desmond Saunders, coming to you live from the Warwick Hotel, a major anti-corruption summit being held here in Paradise at the Warwick Hotel. As I indicated earlier, scores of policymakers and heads of integrity commissions from the Commonwealth here in the Bahamas for the next few days, discussing best practices and anti-corruption laws. Now, the Prime Minister of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, the Honorable Philip Davis, is expected to address this body here this evening. I was able to speak with the chairperson of this organization, actually the coordinator of this event. Here's her response.
We have joining us by live stream CARICOM Impacts, and they are concerned with security matters which involve crime and the anti-corruption fighting that is being undertaken by the CARICOM Impacts. We are happy to be here under our theme, which encourages us to look at the best practices that we have already implemented, the cross-fertilization of these best practices through our interactive conference meetings during the next few days. And we are also very concerned with the impact of artificial intelligence, the AI, on our work.
We have this week 3-day plus 4 days conference, and we are looking forward for an exciting discussion of anti-corruption work in the Caribbean.
Now, this event is being held under the auspices of the Commonwealth Caribbean Association of Integrity Commissions and Anti-Corruption Bodies. It's an annual event held in Commonwealth countries every year. The first meeting held in Grenada, 2015. That's what's happening here at the Warwick Hotel. Desmond Saunders, the Bahamas Tonight. Back to you, Makisla.
Well, thanks, Desmond. Well, we still have more news to come, but Michelle Knowles has a look at what's coming up in sports. Amo?
Coming up in sports, the Bahamas Baseball and Chess Federations holding their national championships over the weekend. Details of those stories and more coming up in sports.
If you see news in the making, call ZNS News at 502-3800 or email us at znsnews@gmail.com.
In the Yellow Elder Garden, Ali and her cousins listened to Grammy share tales. The 70s so sweet, with themed costumes and dancing feet. Then came the brass, reaching new heights. A symphony of Bahamian nights. The 2000s, the Yellow Elder, a symbol of pride. Grammy's legacy in view as Ali dances in her Yellow Elder costume. We are alive.
Tourism today. Bahamas tourism today.
I'm delighted to announce the launch of the Tourism is Everyone's Business Song Competition. It's an exciting part of the broader Tourism is Everyone's Business campaign. We're calling upon you, our talented Bahamian artists, to celebrate the vibrant cultural heritage of the Bahamas through original music compositions in the Gumbe genre, folk, rake and scrape, and junkanoo. This song competition truly exemplifies our commitment to celebrating our rich cultural heritage globally. The top 3 artists will not only have the opportunity to represent us on the local and global stage, they will also receive significant exposure and promotional support valued at over $60,000, including advertising and travel opportunities. Their songs will also be recorded in a studio, and they will have the opportunity to be contracted as a Ministry of Tourism ambassador. We remain steadfast in our dedication to promoting our music and culture as an essential facet of this premier travel destination. You're invited to submit your entries between the 31st of May and July 12th, and the winners will be announced on the 26th of July, 2024. This competition is just one of 4 exciting initiatives we are launching over the next 3 months to promote integrated sectors within the tourism industry. Music artists throughout the Bahamas, I invite you to seize this opportunity to tell the story of the Bahamas through your music. This competition not only highlights the richness of our cultural tapestry, but also provides you with an invaluable platform to gain unparalleled exposure and recognition. To learn more or to submit your songs, visit bahamas.com/song-competition.
Here's a throwback to Automania 2023. Are you ready for what's to come? Eight auto dealers, up to 100% financing. We're going all the way. No brakes, just gas. B.O.B. Automania 2024. Let's ride.
And I say, boy, my island's in the sun, 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 sun. Bring it up now. And I say, boy, my island's in the sun. Carnival time is here. Cause when I turn to party, it's drunken. I got me red, so boy, my island.
Fly free from Nassau. Visit BahamasResidence.com for details.
Throughout history, from bartering in ancient markets to the invention of paper currency, convenience has been at the heart of the way we pay. As time marched on, so have we, from barter to cash and cash to digital. Whether you pay with an online bank transfer, digital wallet, or contactless card, with digital payments, options abound. The world never stops evolving, and neither should you. Choose freedom, choose flexibility, choose convenience. The future of pay is digital. Visit us online at livedigitalbahamas.com and on social media.
What you doing here?
I dig in the well to connect to the house I'm building for me and Mavis.
Why you just don't call water and sewage?
Call them for what?
To get your city water. You don't have to worry about your water cutting off when the power cut off. And your water's clean and safe, free from coliform bacteria.
Cauliflower what?
Call us at 302-5500 to make the switch from well water to city water for a more fresh, reliable water supply for you and your family.
Simplified Lending, we know that your time is precious. So we've unscrambled the loan process, making it fast and hassle-free. You can have your answer in as little as 24 hours. When you qualify, we simplify. We are the best borrowing solution for tuition, home renovation, vacation loans, emergency medical expenses, purchasing a vehicle, and for business expansion loans. Simplified Lending for simplified living. Call us today or find us in the R&D Plaza on JFK Drive.
Introducing the Focal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster. Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store or get it on Google Play and create your profile with payment details. Visit your nearest Shell station. Open the app, scan the pump's QR code, select your payment amount, and begin fueling. Say goodbye to cash and cards because the Focal Smart Pass offers secure and convenient payment options right at your fingertips. Download Focal Smart Pass now and fuel up faster today.
Works officials wasting no time upgrading drains throughout the capital, particularly the downtown area. The water left on the roads after heavy rain pours a bone of contention for motorists for quite some time. Here's this update from Works Minister, the Honorable Clay Sweeting.
We have, I think, 2 more locations to complete the drainage. And after that, we'll complete the paving down there. We did pave some of the side roads. So that will be done by Ministry of Works and Bahama. If you notice, yesterday when it rained, and you drove down through Dassel Street area, that the water subsided very quickly compared to times past. Once we complete the other 2 culverts, I think that you'll see something that we haven't seen in decades, where you'll see a lot more efficient and quickly drainage facility down there.
The Works Minister also confirming that Bahamas Power and Light has started removing electricity poles on Gladstone Road to officially begin that thoroughfare's improvement project. A 4-lane carriageway, an improved drainage system, street lighting, a bike trail, and sidewalks among the corridor's new additions, with an estimated 2-year completion date. However, the government's addressing the project's funding.
If you see, there is some funding earmarked in the budget to start some of that. But that would be in the appendices, which the Prime Minister spoke about having more creative ways of funding some of these capital projects, because it's quite a large number of things that need to get done. Has been neglected or couldn't get done because of funding issues for a while. So that is in that part where you get through government loan guarantees, PPPs, and other like.
On a lighter note, the St. Joseph's Women Auxiliary is starting a conversation they believe every Bahamian should hear. The group this past Saturday organized an event at the Catholic Church's Boyd Road Parish Hall, educating participants on financial literacy, protecting their assets, and distribution after death. President Rhonda Chipman Johnson tells us more.
We held this morning what we call a financial and legal forum. We were to have had 3 presentations, one on insurance options, securing your assets. The second one was to be on finances. But the third presentation was on bequeathing your property, wills and inheritance. People came out and they were asking for phone numbers to get further information. So there's a hunger for this type of information, and people, I'm sure, are going to leave here and write wills, and they were given instructions of how to rate their wills and what was it within the parameters of the Bahamian law. We think that we need to have a further discussion on this, because obviously we've just skimmed the surface.
Well, still to come, meet a young pilot. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report. There's more news in a moment.
All know that our country's electricity infrastructure is decades old. It is breaking down, it is too expensive, and it cannot transmit clean energy. Small changes aren't enough. We are taking it all on. Upgrading and modernizing the grid, solar power, major energy reform. That's how we get to lower prices and more reliable electricity. It will not happen overnight, but it will be game-changing. A new energy era for the Bahamas.
What you doing here? I know you shop at Mazzari. And what is with this glow?
Girl, I've been shopping hair for years. How do you think I stay so cute and trendy? I've been glowing from head to toe. It's the Mazzari effect.
Mazzari effect? I want all of this. This is your first time at Mazzari.
Family members of the female motorist killed on Long Island yesterday still wrestling to come to grips with that tragedy. The accident occurring shortly after 3 p.m. on Queens Highway. According to police, a black Ford Ranger with a male driver and passenger was heading south while a white Honda Stream driven by a female driver was heading north when the two vehicles collided. The driver of the Honda Stream severely injured. She was taken to the local clinic but succumbed to those injuries. The matter is under active investigations. Well, it's time now for a check on Family Island weather with Chief Meteorologist Basil Dean. Basil, quite a wet weekend, but I can't say that you didn't prepare us for it.
Absolutely, it was called for, but we had a little lull this afternoon, and there's some more rains on the way. All the details coming up later in the newscast, so stay tuned. But right now, outside of our studios, we're under mostly cloudy skies, temperature at 84 degrees. Relative humidity still very rich at 75%. South-southeast winds at 13 miles per hour. The barometric pressure 1,012.6 millibars. That is 29.90 inches out here. Temperatures around the island this evening: 85 degrees in Marshall, Babaco, and in Green Tulkey, Freeport, Grand Bahama at 85 as well. The Berry Islands, more 85 showing up there. Allenstown, Bimini at 84. Harbor Island, 86 degrees, 86 in Rock Sound, Eleuthera. Fresh Creek, Central Andros at 82 degrees. A little warmer in the south. Kemps Bay, South Andros at 86. Black Point, Exuma, 85. Artisan, Cat Island, 86 degrees. In San Salvador, it is 84. Rum Key, 87 degrees. And we're picking up some 84s in Crooked Island, Clarence Sound, Long Island. Ackland's 89. Betsy Bay, Maguana at 87 degrees. In Magic Town, Niagara, 82. In the Turks and Caicos Islands at 83 degrees. And your boating forecast for tonight, right through the middle of the week, we will have that persistent southerly flow, which is fueling these warm temperatures, and also the showers that we anticipate over the next couple of days. The speeds, though, are picking up, which is very good, so you'll get a relief from the very hot temperatures. 12 to 18 knots will be the speeds, wave heights building 3 to 6 feet over the ocean. So we will post caution flags for the northwest Bahamas through Wednesday. Now, the high tide, that will occur at 11:52 tonight, but your low low tide at 6:26 tomorrow afternoon. In the central and southeastern islands through Wednesday, the winds continue out of the southeast at 10 to 15 knots, and the wave height is 2 to 4 feet. That's going to do it for your boating forecast. It's time now for your international temperatures, and they are brought to you by Royal Star Assurance. Got to do it for your international temperatures, brought to you by Royal Star Assurance. But stay tuned. Your extended weather forecast is still ahead.
Want to have your voice heard? Send your letters to the editor to digitalmedia@znsbahamas.com. Share your thoughts on current events or positive stories within your community. That's digitalmedia@znsbahamas.com. We want to hear from you.
The most important thing in life is family, and whenever you need reliable advice, you look to the people you know you can trust. At J.S. Johnson Insurance Agents and Brokers, we earn our clients' trust every day. Whether it's home, motor, travel, or commercial insurance, we've got you covered. Call 397-2100 or visit jsjohnson.com.
JS Johnson Insurance, peace of mind.
Are you or a loved one under medical care? Do you need affordable medical supplies? Ports International is the largest home health care supplier. Medical supplies at the very best price. And you can even shop online. From hospital beds to wound care, wheelchairs to walkers, Ports is a one-stop shop for your medical supplies, and we accept insurance. We have online shopping and 2 locations to serve you, at the Airport Industrial Park and Shirley Street. We also ship to the Family Islands. Shop online and visit us on Facebook. Call Ports at 377-1771.
June is the start of summer and hurricane season. Prepare for both at Super Value and Quality Supermarkets. Libby Spaghetti and Meatballs, 15-ounce, $1.59. Par Excellence Long Grain or Par Boiled Rice, 5 pounds, $3.99. First Choice Sugar, 4 pounds, $2.69. Angus Ribeye Steaks, $13.99 per pound. Whole watermelons, $6.99 each. Save all summer long at Super Value and Quality Supermarkets.
Are you a business with 3 or more vehicles looking for the perfect fueling solution? Well, look no further.
I can go to any Rubis service station and get fast and easy service without any form of payment.
I can top up my fuel account and generate reports anytime online.
We at Wildflowers enjoy significant savings from fraud reduction. The Rubis system provides optimum security and peace of mind.
Email bahamassales@rubis-bahamas.com to sign up now.
Here's a throwback to Automania 2023. Are you ready for what's to come? Eight auto dealers, up to 100% financing. We're going all the way. No brakes, just gas. B.O.B. Automania 2024. Let's ride.
This is ZNS Total Sports.
Welcome to your Monday Sports, everyone. I'm Amajal Knowles. We talk sports with news from the House with the 2024 Paris Olympic Games right around the corner. Sports Minister Yomo Mario Boleg announcing a significant investment into several of the country's national teams, the result of a partnership between the government of the Bahamas and the Bahamas Olympic Committee.
In an unprecedented show of support, the government of the Bahamas has joined forces with the Bahamas Olympic Committee to fuel our national team's odyssey to the Olympics. A huge investment, one might say this is small, but this is huge, and I can tell you why. A huge investment of $150,000 has been embarked for the BOC, marking the most substantial contribution to date. Again, you could go check your records. Again, this government shows its commitment towards the young people and the development of its country through sports. This financial injection to the BOC is the highest since, and it underscores our unwavering dedication to fostering excellence and nurturing the dreams of our athletes.
Also getting some much-needed funding is Bahamas Basketball Federation, who later this month compete in the FIBA Olympic qualifiers in search of securing the Bahamas' first Olympic berth in basketball.
The investment of $40,000 will empower them and box out any doubts about our unwavering support from the sideline.
Also in sporting news from the House, Education Minister Yombo Glennis Hannah Martin announcing significant upgrades to sporting facilities at local schools, as well as the introduction of several new programs.
We've spoken over and over about this. We're going to work to develop a strong, structured after-school sporting program which will inure to the development of even more world-class athletes. And we're going to develop athletic tracks. Prime Minister is working with me on this one at Government High. Eva Hilton, Huntley Christie, Patrick J. Bethel, Doris Johnson, D.W. Davis. Eva Hilton, I didn't know you hear that.
Devin Charlton continuing to look to be in prime form with the Olympics on the horizon. The 60-meter world record holder competing at the USA Track and Field Grand Prix in New York over the weekend. Charlton would stop the clock in 12:54, just shy of her season's best time with 12:49 to take first place, beating former world champion Daniel Williams, along with former world record holder Kenny Harrison and her training partner Masai Russell as well. Charlton expected to compete at the B3A Senior Nationals later this month. Back here at home in the capital, the Bahamas Baseball Federation holding its 2023 Senior National Championships, and you can see from the celebration behind me who the winner is in under 23, but let's get a look at the highlights. Over in 16U, it would be JBLN taking on Freedom Farm. Powered by a strong pitching performance, JBLN would get the bragging rights at least for another year. They would win this one 9-1. Your MVP, Kaizen Dorset.
I feel really good. Always a pleasure to come out on top, and always a pleasure to represent JBLN.
Moving on to the 23 and under division, the Community Baseball League went head-to-head against the JBLN All-Stars in a highly anticipated matchup. The game ended with a dramatic 2-zip victory for the Community Baseball League. Jawar Kali of CBL received the Top Pitcher Award, and Janelle Bain was recognized as the MVP. Head coach, Mario Ford.
This team was an awesome team. It's a team that I got in. We practiced 1 or 2 times. We practiced together, and when we go together, we put it all on the field.
Also underway is the 2024 Arjan Lindroth Chess Memorial Tournament at the Breezes Resort. He spoke with Bahamas Chess Federation official Elson Joseph on how things were shaping up.
All right, this has been an exciting competition, the Arjan Lindroth Memorial. We have competitors from 3 different countries. We have about 4 Grandmasters, 6 FIDE Masters, 1 International Masters, and about 5 Candidate Masters. The tournament is made up of 2 sections. The Master section, which is the open section, and under 1,800 rated section. So far, it's been an exciting tournament. All the players have been giving it their best.
And that's a look at your sports on this Monday. A check on weather when we return.
This is ZNS Total Sports.
Hey, Mom, can you look after Kaylee?
Sorry, I'll be out for a while dealing with my home and car insurance.
What? You know there's a newer way, right?
A new way?
Where have you been? Look, go to newerinsurance.com, log in, get your quote, buy your insurance, done. You can even use it to manage a claim.
Oh? By the way, it's not newer. It's NUA. Where's she been?
Do it anyway with NUA Insurance Agents and Brokers.
And I say, boy, my island's in the sun, 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 sun. Bring it up now. And I say, boy, my island's in the sun.
free from Nassau. Visit bahamasresidence.com for details.
For hurricane season, we got impact windows and doors. For protection, just come to our store. Plus we got tiles to pretty up your walls and your floors. We'll help you brighten up for that big bad storm. Porcelain tiles, blank tiles, mosaic tiles, a variety of styles. Before things get right, they gotta be rough. That's why we got the best deals in the whole Bahamas. Hey, hey.
This year, we were proud to introduce our theme, Under the Sea, and bring awareness to the importance of sustainable fishing and conservation of our amazing marine resources like lobster, the Nassau grouper, and conch. Moving forward, every Boxing Day, the group will focus on a new cause as aligned with our key brand pillars and engaging an iconic Bahamian musician to create and perform a song to promote that cause.
Protecting the environment, right? 35 years as the mayor of the Bahamas.
Colon cancer is the third most common cancer affecting Bahamians. Your risk of developing colon cancer is increased if you have a personal history of colorectal cancer or colon polyps, a family history of colon cancer, or inflammatory bowel diseases such as ulcerative colitis. Other factors that can increase your risk of developing colon cancer are low fiber, high fat diets, a sedentary lifestyle, obesity, smoking, and alcohol. You can take steps to reduce your risk of colon cancer by making specific lifestyle changes. Eat a variety of fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. These foods contain fiber, minerals, vitamins, and antioxidants, which may play a role in cancer prevention. Drink alcohol in moderation or not at all. Do not smoke. Exercise with a goal of getting in at least 30 minutes each day. If you've been inactive, start slowly and gradually build up to 30 minutes. Also, talk to your doctor before starting any exercise program. Maintain a healthy weight. If you're at a healthy weight, maintain it by combining a well-balanced diet with daily exercise. If you need to lose weight, ask your doctor about healthy ways to achieve your goal. Colon cancer screening can also help to prevent colon cancer or lead to its early detection when treatment is most effective. If you're 45 years or older, speak to your doctor about having a colonoscopy or some form of colon cancer screening that may be appropriate for you. I'm Dr. Eugene Marcus Cooper. Pay attention to your health. Get the facts and discuss colon cancer with your physician today.
This message is brought to you by the Ministry of Health in partnership with the Public Hospitals Authority.
Time now for weather.
In our final look at weather, well, we had a good look at all the computer models today, and having looked at them, it all suggests that an area of low pressure will form in the southeast Gulf of Mexico sometime tomorrow, and that will facilitate some tropical moisture being advected from the western Caribbean Sea, and that will find its way across the northwest Bahamas over the next several days. And what that will do is facilitate the development of some showers and thunderstorms, which will become scattered and heavy at times. So if you live in the northwestern parts of the country, and particularly in low-lying areas, flooding could be a major issue for you. But as you can see, right now we have a little lull. Once we go to our satellite picture, there's a little lull right now over the capital, but over the extreme northwestern parts of the country, Grand Bahama, Abaco, as we speak, they are experiencing some of those rain showers, but that will push off towards the north and east over the Atlantic. And then this is the area we're looking at on the south side of Cuba. All of this moisture will be advected towards the north and east, and that will get in here sometime tomorrow afternoon, and it will be with us for several days. And because it's going to linger for a long period of time, we'll have to keep our eyes on that low pressure system, because it could become something tropical during the early part of this month, which is June. Now, our lightening our map, also showing that there's nothing significant happening over the 700 islands, save for in the vicinity of North Abaco, where you see a lightning strike is taking place there right now. And then we have another one just here well to the west and southwest of Andros. And so we'll have to wait until all of this stuff moves towards us tomorrow afternoon before we see an increase in those showers and thunderstorms. Now, our forecast for tonight, we're looking at partly cloudy conditions. Mind you, this is just for the capital. It's going to be warm and humid with a low temperature of 79 degrees. And then tomorrow, becoming mostly cloudy with a couple of showers, thunderstorms, and that tropical rainstorms developing in the afternoon, which we said could become heavy at times. Now, the high temperature tomorrow, 90 degrees, but because of the increase in the winds and the heavy cloud cover, it's not going to feel as hot as it usually does. Extended weather forecast, very wet conditions right into Friday. This is where we're going to see gray overcast skies for the greater part, but those showers, as we said, becoming scattered. But the good thing is we're keeping those temperatures during the daytime below the 90-degree mark, and we're also increasing the wind, which will also add to the comfort factor. Nighttime temperatures, they will start to dip once we get into Thursday, where we'll see temperatures into the upper 70s, and they will be with us as we head into the early part of next week. And just before we sign off, before I get another fussing at those screeners, security screeners at Leonard Thompson International Airport in Mount Abaco. We hope you're having a very wonderful evening, and thanks for the smooth screening that you gave me early this afternoon. Makisha.
Oh, thanks, Basil. And before we leave, ever boarded a plane? Well, Basil, you just came from Abaco, but ever boarded a plane and wondered who was the pilot? Well, tonight, Charles Fisher introduces us to a young man who may one day be captaining your flight.
All aboard. This is your captain, 10-year-old Raiden Marshall, a fourth grade student at St. Francis St. Joseph. And from the age of 7, he only wanted to be a pilot.
Because I just like the feeling of being on the plane and flying in the sky.
His grandmother, Naomi Clark, says from the age of 6, Raiden has had a keen interest in being in the sky.
We were on American Airlines, and he told the pilot, he said that, can I fly the plane? So he was like, no, I can't let you fly. But he told me, let him have a seat, and after the flight land, he would let him go in the room. And when he went into the room after, in the cockpit, he called it, he started to say with the stimulus and stuff. Then the gentleman, the pilot, was like, how old are you? He said, I'm 6 years old. He said, you know all of this, but he Googled it in a lot, so.
Every day, every time he can, he will be on his flight simulator, paying attention to all the details of making him a good pilot.
On simulator, I've just been practicing like my landing, how to land and stuff.
And as a surprise, part of a birthday gift from his parents, he was able to ride in the cockpit of a real plane.
They did the stimulator package, and when he got, they discovered he didn't want to do the stimulator package, he wanted to actually fly the real plane, so that's what they let him do.
We were talking, we were watching out for birds, making sure we don't drive through storms or clouds. And then we would normally just check the checklist, make sure we're doing everything right. Then we'll just fly and move the yoke when we have to turn.
One day, when you board a flight and hear, this is your captain, Raiden Marshall speaking, sit back and enjoy the flight, you will have all the experience. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Charles Fisher.
Well, there you have it from the newest little captain out there. But before we leave tonight, we want to say happy birthday to Susan Ranger, the grandmother of our engineer, Xavier Ranger. That does it for the Bahamas Tonight. Thank you for continuing to make ZNS your first choice for news and information. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better than ZNS. From all of us here at ZNS, thank you for watching and good night.
What you see on this television station is governed by